Hello YouTubians, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid with me, Blue Ankylo. So, let's continue on our journey. I was thinking one thing, like, remember at the beginning I mentioned I was gonna sort of explore around a little bit and not just always run directly to the next item? Well, I realized the last couple of videos I've been sort of zipping through it quicker than I really planned on it. I get excited, I like this game, and I like gathering up all the items and stuff. So I haven't really been explaining how that works, like for finding secret stuff. So, you run into a dead end, how do you find something? Well, that's something you can shoot. And the little snail dudes, they're kind of get in the way, they're kind of cool. Anyway, we'll go down there a little bit later, but first we want to go up that way. I think you can see... Can you quite see? It's a speed booster thing, so how would you get up there? Well, it means you need to jump with a speed boost jump. So that's the kind of thing you gotta look out for when you're playing these games, is just little secret things like that. And we find ourselves some missiles. Also, I mean, if you'd been looking at the map, you would have known there was a couple dots up here, so you would be looking for how would you figure out how to get up here. And another little trap floor there that we can just jump right on over. So yeah, I'm going to try to spend a little bit more time just fiddling around, having fun, showing you guys some of the game, because there's a lot of cool stuff just to look at. Like, it's got a really nice atmosphere and stuff, and sometimes the exploring part is, part of the fun. So normally I wouldn't go down this route because there's nothing down here, but you can fall down these pits if you fall down certain areas, and you get stuck in the sand, and you have to fight these little, they kind of look like space bees to me. Space bees? Oh no! Okay, let's see. We'll let him out. Let's see if he looks like a space bee or not. What do you think? Space bee? Totally a space bee. Alright. Lots of space bees in that one. Good recharge station, probably. Alright, so yes, we can fall down and land there, and it probably won't happen, but it could. And then to get up, if you can wall jump, you can just wall jump your way up. But if you can't do that, what you're supposed to do is hook shot, and then like while you're holding on like that, you can jump again. So it's maybe a little bit easier than wall jumping. And once you're at the top, should be able to reach, swing your way back over. All right. What's this? Metroids? No, these are fake Metroids. They're puny and easy. In the original manual that came with Super Metroid, it was explained that these are fake-aloos that are made by the space pirates, I believe, to imitate real Metroids. So they can't actually do what normal Metroids do. They can suck a little bit of your life, but, they can't latch onto you or nothing, so whatever. Nothing to worry about, the same as real Metroids. We might run into some real Metroids eventually. Alright. Yeah, that's how you get through there. There's no easy... Well, I guess you could have gone that way too. I don't know. It's not that hard. You could just work your way through that. Lots of things open up as you zip around. And... boss time. For the underwater dragon. Main thing here is to try to hit him in the head, the face. Ah. And I like to use super missiles because this guy's got a lot of life. Although he hits a little bit hard, I don't know. If you're lucky, when he sticks his head out, you can hit him like 3 times, but almost got him. You can see, as usual, he changes color, like most enemies in Metroids. And we knocked him to pieces. Aww. Very nice. So that boss isn't too hard. Shouldn't give you too much trouble, I don't think. Especially if you've got super missiles. This place is kind of cool. If you had just run instead of messing around, they would all jump over your head. So I kind of messed it up there. But if you're just running along, you'd see all this stuff. Now wait, did you see something back here? There was an energy tank. Now how would we ever get that? Well, as usual, your X-ray scope will give you the entrance up here. So, if you want to get your energy tank without falling down to your death? Go this way. Of course, there's a trap here. Don't fall down that way. Anyway, we're doing pretty good. We're up to, what, 14 energy tanks, plus 3 reserves. Almost at the max. A lot of these secrets, you know, I don't know how hard they would be finding them if I was playing the game new as an adult, but as a kid it took me a little while. Oh, there's a hole you just roll right through. And these things, these guys are kind of weird. They just push you around. I don't think they can even hurt you. So, it's a nice place to have your... oh yeah, they can spit their little tentacles at you. Okay, they can do a little bit of damage. But most of the time they just roll around. But if you have your ball jump thing, you can just jump right over them. And we found a little missile recharge station, missile reload. So you can see we're up to 170 missiles. And if you want to leave, well, we can just run out. I think actually probably could have kept running. Or not. Never mind me. Just blathering on like a idiot. Alright, so now upwards. You can do it like the other one, you can do it a couple different ways. I like to just bounce my way up like that. And now we're in another one of these gauntlet-y rooms. This time the water doesn't do anything, that won't affect you. But there's quite a lot of sand that gets in your way. It's quicksand. And you do need to use, well, okay, depends on how good you are at doing this jump again. When I was little I spent a lot of time trying to hookshot on and do that kind of stuff. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, your grappling hook can still kill enemies too. Whee! That's a little bit more like how you're supposed to do it. Although this one I think you have to do some swingy business. Maybe? Not this one? Oh, well. Yeah, this one's a little bit hard to, because of that outcropping there. It's a little bit hard to get the perfect spin jump there. You can still do it, but that's probably a fairly tricky maneuver, that one. So it's probably easier to try to just normally hookshot or grappling hook your way across. I quite like that watery, icy, melty part. It's cool. Lots of fun. And an energy recharge station. They're just so nice to us these days, giving us missile recharge, save stations, and energy recharge stations. I wonder what that means. What happens when a game gives you ammunition and life and saving spots? Can you guess? Too bad there's no super missile recharge stations. If I didn't mention that, missile recharge stations only recharge normal missiles. So you won't get power bombs or super missiles from those recharge stations. That's all. Your ship will do it, but not the little stations. Now how do we... uh-oh. I messed my joke up. I was going to say, how do we get back with no block? Well, it turns out the spikes are an illusion. That's a weird illusion. What about these spikes? They're also an illusion. And this is the way to go. Oh, another eye door. Nice and easy this time. You don't even have to jump. You can just stand there and shoot him. Probably the easiest eye door, because he's level with you. And what's behind the eye door? Boss time. This time we're fighting a serious boss. I'm gonna recommend you shoot those things. Then they stop shooting at you, so no matter what your plan is, I recommend shooting those. You've got a few seconds before the actual boss shows up, so you can look around at all the stuff. Notice those electric-y bits. You're not actually... it's quite a hard jump to get back up here, so probably don't bother. But anyway, oh, there he is. He's huge. Meet Dragoon. You gotta shoot him in the belly. Of course, there is another trick too. Killing this guy without the gravity suit, well, without the gravity suit and without the trick is very hard. Oh, he got us! And he's gonna spank us. He spanks us with his little pokey tentacle. Now, anyone who's played Super Metroid probably knows this secret, because this is the cheapest way to kill the boss in the game. Cheapest way. Can I get it? Go! I'm not gonna reach it. Oh, he's gonna spank us to death. You see what I'm trying to get? Looks like I missed. Ouch, ouch. Let us go. Well, what we're trying to do is hit a grappling hook into one of those electric sockets. We're not doing so good so far. Alright. No, other way. I didn't get very far. Okay, I think we'll be okay. This is the direction I usually get him on. So now we're going to use our cheap shot. Cheapest way to fight a boss. Just takes a little bit of timing, a little bit of luck maybe. Should be able to get him. There we go. And you just hold your grappling beam on. You will lose a little bit of life, but he loses a lot more. So, hey, look at that. That's the cheap way to kill him. But it's a fun way to kill him too. You can beat him normally, you just gotta hit him with the super missiles. Try to move out of the way, hit him with super missile, move out of the way. When he shoots the little white gooey things at you, if you dodge them, he won't scoop you up, so you just gotta figure out a way to dodge those. And you can kill him. If you're trying to do this one without the gravity suit, you probably can't dodge him. And if you're trying to do it without the grappling hook as well, I don't know what you're gonna do. There actually is a way to shine spark him to death. I think there's just enough room to get a speed boost if you can do there's a little trick to it. But I'm not very good at it. You can start it a little bit faster. Sort of a stutter step start thing. Whatever. We're not going to worry about it. We've got a new item. This is the space jump. And the space jump makes your life easy. We can now get around without having to worry about wall jumping ever. So that's cool. Once you've got this, you can pretty much fly. It sort of carries your horizontal velocity, so if you start running fast, you will continue moving faster. Like, if you dash and jump and not hit a wall, you will go a lot quicker. So that's all. This one's a little bit fiddly to get used to jumping as well. And you notice that door's open now too. So that's cool. Anyway, what I was saying was that getting used to the timing for the jump is a little bit tricky. You don't want to press jump again until you're on your way back down. So you can't press it. You can't just keep pressing the jump button too quickly. Just wait till you're on your way back down and just take your time. You can always do a second jump as long as you're still spinning and headed downwards. So we've just found this little secret hole to zip through, and figured we might as well pick up some free super missiles from these blue plant dudes. Just like before, the spike shooter plants still like to drop lots of super missiles for us. Of course, I keep landing right on them and getting hit. That's not the smartest thing to do. We could have got to this room before, but we didn't. I think the door we came out of would have been brown, so there would have been nothing we could have done. And there, I squished one of the little pokebugs. So, just to prove too that you can kill them at this point. Now, you remember this other brown door I mentioned? Well, now we can go through here, and we can get another fun item. Oh boy, what could be up here? If you get hit in the air while you're space jumping, it will break it. So, like, if you get hit, you won't be able to keep going because it will stop you from spinning. So, you know, that's just how it works. Eventually, we'll get one more item that deals with that. So these are... Just remember how many shots it took to kill those, basically. Uh-oh, purple things and a brown door. How are we ever going to get out of here? Oh, what's this? The plasma beam. Meet the strongest beam in the game. And just for your information, you cannot equip the spazer and the plasma at the same time. But because you've got the wave beam on as well, it still shoots two. It should only shoot one normally, but it's now powerful enough to pierce enemies. So this is the strongest gun. It kills most things pretty darn quickly. And it doesn't stop when it hits enemies. So because it's wave, it will go through floors. Because it's plasma, it will go through enemies. So something like this goes down like that. Isn't that great? Don't you feel powerful? I feel powerful. If you turned the ice off, it would probably just kill most things in one hit. But I like freezing things. freezing is good. Oops, well, that didn't quite work. I wanted to go up and around that way this time. Up, up, up. Okay. Okay, come on. I do so much more wall jumping, it's almost more reliable for me to just do wall jumping, because that's how I get around for most of the game. That finishes up this area. So we came down from the top right, and then we went up underneath and killed the boss. There's nothing else over that direction now. But there's still a few items left to get. So maybe I'll make it back to a save station and see what time we're at, because the next couple things are a little bit fiddly. See, you remember where we are now, right? The good news is getting through this sand stuff is easier. This is probably the point where you're supposed to get this, the ball that jumps, jump balls, spring jump, something like that, because you can just zip right through all the sand and stuff. You could remember that part where we had to knock out a hookshot block, or a grappling hook block, and jump all the way up that cave. Well, now we could do it properly. Easier, let's just say. Oh no, that's not a safe spot. What am I doing? Silly, silly blue ankylos. Yeah, you'll find that this gun, the plasma beam, kills a lot more enemies than the old one does. A lot of the stuff that was immune to us before is not so immune now. No, that was a miss. So we could leave now. We've got the main items we needed. All the key items, if you want to call them like that. But there's still a couple things left to do in Maridia. There's another reserve tank, I think. And always more missiles. And we likes our missiles. So 1 second, let me check the time. Alright, so we are at a pretty good time to wrap up this episode. We did fight 2 bosses though, so can't complain for lack of content this time around. We're doing pretty good. We've almost finished Maridia, as you can see on the map. If you remember that icy spot, I said there was something on the floor that we were supposed to check out, so we're going to have to do that. So that will take a little bit of time, and then we can continue on to the next area for Let's Play Super Metroid. So I hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.